Oh, that deserves a round of applause, don't you think? That was just lovely. Do you remember those cars that you lusted after as a teenager but you couldn't afford to insure, let alone buy? Well, this is my teenage kick this week. This is an Aston Martin Vantage LeMans, which makes it incredibly special. What do you think?
Can you tell I've never driven one of these before? Because I can't find where any of the knobs and switches are. And the gearbox clearly takes some getting used to. And I'm thrilled that I have driven it.
There's a little tremor in your voice, actually.
Oh, it's beautiful beyond words.
I have a feeling, though, that if you had this car for a period of time, you'd learn to drive it very quickly and very easily.
I think I'd lose my licence in a matter of moments.
You probably would, because this car will hit 60 miles an hour in 3.9 seconds.
600 horsepower.
600 pound-foot of torque.
It's just...
And a top speed of 201 miles an hour. Now, interestingly, the Vantage at this point in time had a 6-speed gearbox. When they beefed this baby up, they actually knocked the final cog off. So there is a 6-speed box in here, but you only need to use 5 of them. So you do 201 miles an hour in 5th gear, which is kind of impressive.
I can only find a couple of them, I have to say.
Don't need to leave.
But you'd need some cash to buy this car in the first place, but you'd also need rather deep pockets to run it, because if you drive it hard, you get, if you're lucky, 4 miles to the gallon. 4 miles to the gallon. And if you're sensible, 12.
I mean, most cars have got a carbon footprint. This has got a carbon stampede, hasn't it, frankly? I mean, it's wonderful, absolutely. Now, the story behind these cars is in 1959, Aston Martin won Le Mans. 40 years later, they decided to celebrate the fact with this car. So this car was actually built in 1999. Now, everybody knows about BMW M-Power, M3s, M5s. This, if you like, is kind of the Aston Martin equivalent, because what they do is they build the car, then they shift it over to Aston Martin Works. They move it within the factory, and then they start taking it apart again. So all the things that are different about this car, under the engine bonnet there, 5.3-litre V8, but twin superchargers, yeah? Then we've got a different bonnet with louvers in it, we've got a different nose on it, we've got fabricated wings with different scoops in the side. The whole car is truly hand-built. Every panel is hand-beaten, every component of the engine is handmade. Everything about this car is bespoke, which is why it had such a massive price tag. Now, get this, a standard Aston Martin Vantage would have cost about 180 grand. This little baby new, it was £232,000, which has got to make it the most expensive used car we've ever had on the show.
Absolutely.
And today, because only 40 of them were ever made, and arguably it was the last of the proper Aston Martins before Ford kind of got involved and started to build them on production lines, God, perish the thought, today this car is still worth in excess of £200,000. Can you believe the owner let me write on his screen?
Let me get in the driving seat, which is even more amazing. It's beautiful, and it's one of those teenage kicks that you just genuinely dream of and keep dreaming, because the chances of owning one